A very warm good morning to one and all. I am Atira. The Applied Science and Humanities Department of Universal Engineering College, Valivattam, invites you to the national level webinar series on recent trends in science, technology, and socio-economy. Thank you all for joining us for today's webinar. William Paul Thurston said, mathematics is not about numbers, equations, computation, or algorithms. It's all about understanding. Today, we are going to present the topic, LaTeX for writing research paper. The topic will be presented by Dr. Pravas K. Now, he is working as assistant professor at Punnikutan Tampuran Memorial College, Pulut. He have the work experience in Tevara Sacred Heart College, Kuzat, Kerala Varma Polytechnic Korati as lecturer from 2005. He is a life member of Ramanujan Mathematical Society from 2018 and life member of Indian Mathematical Society from 2009 and Academy for Discrete Mathematics and Applications. In 2010, he was selected as one of the participants to play with world chess champion Grandmaster Vishwanathan Anand in the chess exhibition in University of Hyderabad. Just a little housekeeping before we get started. If you have any questions during the presentation, please type them into the question box in your Zoom, or you have the option of raise hand in control panel for asking your doubts. And please remind that we will also have time for questions at the end. Now, we will turn the time over to respected principal, Dr. Jose K. Jacob. Please, sir.
Thank you, Adra, and a warm good morning to all. I'm very happy that Department of Applied Science and Humanities of Universal Engineering College is organizing a webinar series. It's a national webinar series. And to my knowledge, participants are actually from outside India also. They are also watching. So recently I got some messages that can be converted to international webinar. So, and I'm sure that this will give lot of knowledge to all who are attending this webinar. And about LaTeX. LaTeX is actually one of the wonderful topic, mainly used for writing the research papers. Normally we are using Word or like that, but the importance of LaTeX will be explained by Dr. Pravas. So, sir, we are expressing our sincere gratitude to you for your valuable time with us. And thank you very much, and wish you all the best. Thank you, sir. Adra, please continue.
Now, I would like to welcome respected head of the department, research department, Dr. K.K. Narayan, sir. Please, sir.
I think Narayan sir not joined. He has some internet problems, I think. Adra?
Yes, sir.
I think Narayan sir has some net problem.
I think he's not in the panelist, that why.
Yeah.
Shafi, can you make him in a panelist?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear?
Hello. Is it audible?
Narayan, sir, can you hear?
Now I can hear. Are you getting me? Are you getting me?
Yeah. Yes, sir. You can speak.
Yes. Something happened to my video. Or something happened. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Sorry,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
So thank you.
We have already started, sir.
Okay. I was listening everything, but there was some problem for my microphone or something.
Okay, sir. You can welcome now, sir.
So thank you, sir, and Adira. the national webinar series on recent trends in science and technology and socio-economy, which is starting today. And I, as a head of department of ASH, on behalf of the all ASH community, I welcome you, sir, and the entire participants to this occasion. Also, I utilize this occasion to congratulate the all team behind this endeavor. So, by wishing all the success to the program, I request Pravas sir to deliver the speech. Over to Pravas sir. Thank you.
Hello everyone, good morning. So, thank you very much for inviting me to this program. So before I start everything, I want to share my screen, and let me share. Okay. Okay. Now this will be the outline of my presentation. Now this is my usual slide that I show everywhere whenever I present something on LaTeX. And hope I am audible. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now today's seminar, as everybody mentioned, the LaTeX on research is what our topic is. So for that, I am going to show you some extra slides. Okay. So here, this PowerPoint. Okay. What can you see is the facing page of one of the instructions for authors in IEEE transaction, where you can see that the instructions for authors, it is given that you can submit your research documents in both Microsoft Word or LaTeX. Okay, so this is one of the page that I want to show you. So this is the instructions page for authors who want to submit the research article to IEEE. I have carefully selected some of the research journals in connection with the engineering and other options. Now another one. So here you have the option for Microsoft Word and LaTeX where you can submit a research article. Now I am going to another page. This is not an article. Here you can see that sorry, this is not a journal page. Here, this is a page of an easy chair, means for a conference. There it is seen that you can submit your articles in both Word and LaTeX, and if accepted, it must be in LaTeX. Okay, so if we can submit both in Word and LaTeX, but if accepted, it will be in LaTeX form. It should be in LaTeX form. Just I have some voice coming over from the next room. I just want to pause for a second. Okay, now it's sorry. Now I am going to the third page. Here what you can see is that, yes, this is the facing page for authors in electronic transition on artificial intelligence, where you can see that the article submission must be in LaTeX form. Okay, so As you see, as you can see in other mathematical journals or other forms, you can see that the LaTeX is going to be the only form. I am just saying that it is going to be the only form for using which you can submit your research articles. So this is what the importance of LaTeX while you prepare your research documents and submit. Okay. Now I am going to my usual presentation mode. Yes. So in this presentation, I will give a small introduction to LaTeX and the software. Then I will be directly going to some mathematical expressions for you, how to type mathematical expression and so on, tables, pictures, and cross references, references, etc. So what is the structure of a research document? The structure of research document usually starts with a title, the name of the author, and there may be an abstract. Okay, and after that there are some maybe some sections for you for and there will maybe tables, pictures, figures, graphs, etc. And if it is a scientific article, there will be some mathematical expressions coming in different forms. And there will be a term, there is a term called cross references. I will explain that term later. And there is another term which is called as citation. Okay, so cross references there, cross references are there, and citations are there. And finally, a bibliography. Okay, now I will be going to one by one after a few slides. So as you all know, or many of maybe not knowing that LaTeX is a free program and LaTeX is a typesetting program and not a word processing program. So what is the difference between that? What is a typesetting and what you mean by typing your document? So there is a difference between typing your document and typesetting your document. So what is that? Yes, typesetting is the just previous stage of before your publication, before the publication of your document. Now LaTeX is good to use when you want to write scientific documents. I already told you that. And LaTeX is a programming language. So when you want to use another programming language in LaTeX, or when you want to use LaTeX in another programming language, and that will be easy for you. And LaTeX is a device independent, means wherever you process your LaTeX document with a set of commands, you can see that you will be having the same output, right? Now I'm going to compare LaTeX with the WYSIWYG programs. So what is that? Yes, WYSIWYG is what you see is what you get type programs. So if you are using a Word document, then you can see that whatever you type is what you are getting when you take a printout. But the LaTeX is not like that. Okay, in LaTeX you have to type your text and commands. There will be commands, as I already told you that this is a programming language, and you have to type it somewhere and you have to process it and obtain the required output. Okay, I already mentioned the terms, not explained. I already mentioned the terms, the cross references, bibliography, platform independence, and so on. And if you check at the learning curve, you can see that it is easy to type in a Microsoft Word like documents. But however, it may take some 5 to 10 minutes to prepare your first LaTeX document while you learning your while learning the LaTeX for the first time. And the communication with other programming languages are possible in LaTeX, that I also mentioned. Now let me mention two names. The name Donald Knuth, who introduced the tech to us, and the Leslie Lambert, who introduced the Lambert-Tech. Lambert-Tech is the LaTeX. Okay, so you have to pronounce it as LaTeX and not LaTeX. Now, if you want to get a LaTeX in your system, you may screenshot this page, or I think it is available in YouTube later. So you don't need to note it down. The TechLive and MikTech and MacTech are the various distributions in Linux, Windows, and Mac systems respectively. And you can have a different, a variety of LaTeX editors where you type your LaTeX commands. So here I am mainly using Technic Center, one of the editor that I use, and there are many other open source and powerful LaTeX editors, okay, that you can have in your Windows system if you are using a Windows system. Now I have one more slide. Okay, so this is the facing chapter, a facing page of this Lambert text. Okay, the textbook from Leslie Lambert. So what I can see is, okay, I usually explain this page. That's why I'm taking this. I will take just maximum 30 seconds to explain this page. So what is this? Here you can see an ambassador of LaTeX, a lion, and what he is doing, he's trying to make some commands. Some commands means some operations on an advanced machine, and what he's doing is that he's trying to place two texts, la and text, somewhere. Now there are two situations. The situation one is that the la and text are very lightweight text, and the situation two is that the la and text is very rich, highly advanced, rich text that you want to place. So in the first case, you can see that you can use a word processor program or whatever be in order to place a, if your text to prepare or the typesetting is very simple requirement for your typesetting. If there is a very simple requirement for you while typesetting your program, then you can just place it with your own hands, right? Okay. And if you are using, if you have a very rich text to format in your typesetting, then you can see that it is not possible with any of the other word processing or document preparation systems like Word, PageMaker, etc. Here, this advanced machine, which I call as the LaTeX, okay, LaTeX distribution in your system, helps you to place to arrange the very rich text wherever you want. So what you need to know is the very basic commands to operate your system. Okay, the very basic commands to operate this system enables you to place whatever be the text you have, whether it is lightweighted or heavy. You can have the same set of commands to manage your typesetting. Now, who is going to work? You can see that the computer is going to work. Okay. So why I am saying it so? Okay, I will show you by the first example. Now, I already told you Technic Center is one of the editor. So I'm just moving to one of the software called Technic Center. So I opened it and I started with a new LaTeX document. Okay. Now with exactly 3 commands, you can start with your first LaTeX documents. I'll be quickly moving after this 1 or 2 minutes session. Now the first command you have to know is /document class. Okay. So I have used an autocomplete option to complete my typing. So what is this? This is the first command that to be placed in a LaTeX document. So here you can see that it starts with a slash. So it means that okay. So it means that any LaTeX command should start, or the LaTeX recognize a LaTeX command with the slash symbol. Okay. Now document class is the name of the command here, and you can see 2 curly brackets. So the curly brackets are for placing your argument. So what is the argument, or what is this command is for? This command is for to place the document class. For example, here I can place article if you are writing an article or research article, or you can have a report if you are placing a report, or you can have a beamer, okay, or you can have IEEE transaction, etc. Okay, there are many. I will come to one by one. So first let me type it as article. So here we are going to we are telling the LaTeX that yes, article is what we are going to, and we are going to prepare an article. Now the second command, I told you there are exactly 3 commands. The second command is /begin document. Okay, and whatever you begin, you should end. So I have to make a begin document as well as an end document. So for that I am using an autocomplete option. So this is the these are the exactly 3 commands that is required to prepare your first document. And whatever you type in between begin document and document, you can see that will be appearing in your output. So I'm going to type this is the first LaTeX documents prepared by me or prepared so today. Now let me run this. Okay, so you don't need to worry about the buttons where I press to process this LaTeX document, because it depends on your editor. So here I am going to press a build and view button. So I can see that whenever you before processing, you need to save your document first. So I'm going to save it as RCE is the name of the LaTeX document that I'm preparing, and save. So if you process yes, what you can see that the output is ready for you, right? Now let me close the other PDF options. Okay, so what you have prepared is a single sentence. This is the first LaTeX document prepared today, but you can see that in order to prepare the single sentence, you have to make use of 3 commands, at least 3 commands: document class and begin document, end document, and you have to type your text in between. Now let me go to the first command inside your document. So I'm going to place a slash before this LaTeX. So after placing if you place a slash, LaTeX, if it is a command, then LaTeX identifies it. So you can see that LA capital T small e capital X is going to be a command in LaTeX. So if I run this, what you can see is that the corresponding LaTeX logo appears in the place where we have put slash capital LA, capital L, small a, capital T, small e, capital X. So you can see that whenever you bring some commands, the corresponding output will be taking place. So I didn't press the build and view button because I have used a shortcut. So it is easy to set up shortcuts for your LaTeX editors so that you can quickly process your LaTeX documents whenever you are in need of. Now let me place one more command. So I have placed a slash before today, so that if I process this, you can see that slash today takes you to the date of the day, that is August 3rd, 2020. Okay, so what you can see is there are a set of such commands where you can make use of some commands, something that is required when you prepare or when you want to make a history of your document, etc. Now, one of the problems that you face here is that, can you see any problem with this text? Let me zoom it for a second. Yeah, what you can see is that there is no space between LaTeX and document. Okay, there is no space between LaTeX and document. So what is the reason? The reason is that after a single command, LaTeX expects another command. Okay, so if you are placing a LaTeX command, sorry, a command in LaTeX, LaTeX expects that another command is going to come. Otherwise, it will place whatever be the text available to you next to its command, that will be placed without any space. So in order to put a space, what you have to do is that you have to put a slash space command. Okay, so if you place a slash space command, then only you can make a space between a text that is obtained by a command and a usual text. Okay, so that if you process this, I can show you the output, and you can see that our problem is solved. Okay, so there are one more command that I want to mention you before going to further details. That is the use of double slash. That is, in order to go to the next line, I'm not saying that in order to go to the next sentence, I'm saying that in order to go to the next line of your document, you have to paste a another command. For example, here I can show you that this is the next line of our document. So you can see that this is not the next line because I placed in the same line. But if I place a double slash, okay, so double slash takes you to the next line of your LaTeX document. So if I process this, you can see that that line is going to be the next line of your document. Here you can see a small indentation, which means that this is the starting of a paragraph and this is the starting of the next line. Now, let me put you show you the first advantage of the LaTeX document. So I am going to place this sentence. Okay, many more times. Now, what is the output of this command? Yes, each line will be coming as a different line, right? Each sentence will be coming as a different line. So this is the output. Now, if I place some spaces in between the text available in on documents, for example, here can you guess the output of your documents? So you can see that there is no change in the output of your LaTeX document. So this is the first advantage of your LaTeX. Why? Because this is the case where our this is the case that appears when our typesetting is started. So what is the typesetting? I already mentioned you. That is the final stage before the publication of your document. So in LaTeX or Word, you have to type your document, whatever be the content you need to enter, you need to type it. Okay. But when typesetting is started or when typesetting starts, what you have to do is that you need to rearrange things. You need to delete a lot of things. You need to add a lot of things. You need to interchange a lot of things. Okay, and so on. And in that case, the most used key, or maybe the most used key in your keyboard may be the backspace, because you need to place the backspace appropriately to place exactly one space. For example, if you are editing the sentence, you keep exactly one space before the text or words of your document. Why? Because otherwise it is not beautiful in your document is not in a proper way. Okay, so what I'm saying is that in LaTeX you don't need to worry about this spacing. In LaTeX you can see that if a single space or more than one space is there, LaTeX counts it as a single space. For example, in this case, you have seen that there are many other there are many lines I have put here and there where multiple spaces are there. However, the LaTeX has placed exactly one space between the words. Okay. Now another thing is that when you want to put paragraphs together, if you are using a word processor, you can see that you usually place exactly one blank line between the. You usually try to place exactly one blank line between the paragraphs. For example, here I have another paragraph. Okay, this is another paragraph. So if you place exactly one space, yes, there will be exactly one blank line between these two paragraphs. However, you can see that if you didn't care about the spacing between the paragraph, then you don't need to worry if you are using LaTeX, because you can see that, yes, LaTeX counts one or more than one blank line as a single blank line. So you don't need to worry about the blank lines between the paragraphs. Okay, so when typesetting is there, you can see that it makes a lot of problem to keep exactly one space, one blank line between the paragraphs. However, you can see that you don't need to worry if you are using a LaTeX. Now, this you can take this as an introduction to the text writing in LaTeX. So I will stop it here and let me make it as a section. Say sentences in, sorry, LaTeX. Now let me go to the mathematical part of the document. Slash section. So in order to put a section, you just need to put a section slash section. Okay, mathematics. Now I want to compare you. I want you to compare two mathematical expressions. So consider the difference between f of x and f of x. So okay, what is the difference? Okay, you can see that there is no difference at all. So these are both the same. However, if I change the second one in between two dollar symbols, okay, then what you can see that this is going to be the standard notation that appears in mathematical textbooks. Okay, am I right? Yes. So this is going to be the standard notation of f of x. So what is the thing that you can see here? Yes, whenever you start a mathematical expression, you need to tell the LaTeX that a mathematical expression is going to come by just placing a single dollar. And after writing your mathematical expression, you need to say that, yes, the mathematical now come back to text by placing a single dollar once again. Okay, so anything between two single dollars is identified as a mathematical expression. Okay, now consider another situation. Consider, say, x cap 2 plus y cap 2. Okay, so you can see that x cap 2 plus y cap 2 brings you the x square plus y square notation. Okay, here you can see I'm going to change the output to some device independent format so that it is easy to identify. So let me try once again. Yeah, consider x square plus y square. Okay, so in order to put a superscript, what you have done, you have put a cap symbol. So cap is actually a command, okay, that places the very next digit or letter to it as a superscript. So if you have more than one letters that you need to put as a superscript, you need to put it in parentheses, that is bracket. So for example, if you need to put x raised to 22, you need to say that both these two digits are to be put as a superscript by placing a curly bracket. So after cap, there is a curly bracket which includes all other. Okay, so you can see that x raised 22 plus y square is there. Now how to put a subscript? So let me take this as some sum s equal to. So once again, if I check this as s is equal to x raised 22 plus y square, in order to put a subscript, say s1, you need to use the underscore command. So underscore is a command, and if you place some digit or text letter after this underscore, you can see that that is going to be the subscript. Okay. Now, what happens if I place the same thing in a double dollar? So I am once again placing the same set of commands and placing a double dollar in between. Okay. So you can see that the starting and ending of this mathematical expression has been made with the double dollars. So what is the difference? The double dollar says that a mathematical expression is going to come where you need to put it as a displayed expression. Okay. So you need to put it as a displayed expression. So here you can see that. Yeah. So this is not only a single mathematical expression, this is a displayed mathematical expression. So this has centralized, and this assumes that there are no text available in the top and bottom of that equation. Okay. So what is the difference between this and this? So this is an inline mathematical expression, where this is a displayed mathematical expression. Okay. Now, in order to show the actual difference between this double dollar and single dollar, I am going to change the first expression to say /int. I am going to put integration from say 0 to 1, say x dx, like that. So integration from 0 to. So from 0 means it is underscore 0, which should appear as a subscript, and to 1 means it is 1. Okay, cap 1, and you can place x dx. So you have x and dx. Now, if I process this, you can see that yes, integration from 0 to 1 x dx is there. Now, what is the difference between this and double dollar that I am going to mention here? So if I place the same command within double dollars, or same expression within double dollars, you can see that yes, this is not only a ordinary expression, this is a displayed expression. I already told you that it assumes that there is a lot of space available in top and bottom, so that is self-arranged in some with a change in font size also. Okay, so that is the difference between a single dollar and a double dollar. Now let me introduce some equations. So I am going to put another section on equations. Okay. Now how to enter an equation, or what is the difference between a displayed expression and an equation? The main difference is that a displayed an equation and a displayed equation not only centralizes, but it has an assumption that there is no text in top and bottom. But for an equation, you can see that there will be an equation numbering. So let me say that an equation is going to begin. How to say that? So I'm going to say that /begin equation. Okay, and you need to put /end equation. So /begin equation and /end equation is there. Now whatever you place in between is going to be a mathematical expression with the equation number. So let me put an equation, a very simple equation. Say 4 is equal to 2 plus 2. This is an equation because it contains an equation equal sign. Yeah. So you can see that this is not only a displayed expression, it has an equation number also. So that is the difference between a displayed expression and an equation. Okay. So it has an equation number. Now, if you need one more equation? Let me show you how to enter an equation. So once again, I am going to copy paste this, and I am going to place 5 is equal to say 2 plus 3. So if you need to place one more equation, you can put begin equation. You need to tell the LaTeX that some equation is going to begin, and after entering your equation, you need to tell that the end of equation is here. So if you place that, you can see that 5 is equal to 2 plus 3 is the next equation with the next equation number. Okay. Now, before going to a number of equation, before going to put a number of an array of equation, I am going to move to the next section one by one. So we are going to prepare a research document. Okay. So here we already start with the sentences. You can see that a section number is the mathematics, how to put a mathematics, how to put an equation. And next one, how to put a cross reference. Okay. So the next section is on cross references. Okay. So you can see that automatically another section starts with the section 4 starts with the appropriate font, format, style, etc. With the name cross references. Okay. Now, what is a cross referencing? Cross referencing is the word that is used to cite your own or refer your own environment, whatever be the environment you're using in your article. So here, if you need to refer this equation, there are two things that you need to care about. So I'm going to consider the second equation. Okay, I'm going to consider the second equation. So how do I write? Consider the equation 2. Okay, so I'm going to consider the second equation, that is 5 is equal to 2 plus 3, and which is a partition of S. Okay. Now, when comes to typesetting, your teacher may be saying that, or when you submit your research article, or when you submit your report, your guide, or your teacher may be saying that you need to place this as the first equation and this as the second equation. Okay. So if you are using a word processing program, what are the changes that you need to make? Yes, if you are using a word processing program, your teacher told you that you need to put this as the first equation and this as the second equation. So what are the changes that you want to make? You need to copy this and paste here, or cut paste here, and you need to cut this and paste here. If there is a one more equation between, then you need to cut and paste each of this equation. Then if you maybe if you are copying this and pasting here, maybe equation number is also moving. Okay, then you need to change the equation numbers. And what you already mentioned is that consider the equation number 2, right? But when you move this equation to as your first equation, then you can see that the equation number of this is changed. Okay, so equation number is changed to 1. So you need to change this to 1. But in LaTeX, we have a solution. What is the solution? In LaTeX, we don't mention the equation number. Okay, we don't mention the equation number, but we refer the equation. That's the difference. So what you do is that let us name this equation. Okay, we have to name this equation and we call it as a labeling. So /label. So what should be the label? You don't need to place a big name to your equation. You can place like MFE. So MFE stands for my favorite equation. Okay, so you can place whatever be the label that I want to mention. And how to refer this equation? The label equation labels your equation, and in order to refer, you need to place /ref, and within the curly bracket, we need to put the key that you placed before. So it is MFE. Okay. So if you process this, you can see that yes, the equation has labeled some MFE in this single processing. However, LaTeX couldn't identify that at this time because these two processes, what are the process? The labeling, the writing of the labeling and referring that equation takes place at the simultaneously, which means that LaTeX is unable to identify the label MFE. Okay, so in order to identify that equation or equation number, you need to process your LaTeX once again. Okay, so if you process it once again, you can see that consider the equation 2. Now, if you forgot to place a space, then usually place a tilde in between the equation and the equation numbering, because the tilde brings you not only a space, but it actually places works as a bonding space between these two words, equation and 2. So when you need to place your equation numbering, usually you need to put a tilde other than a single space. Okay. Now, so this is what the meaning of a cross referencing. Now let us come to our previous problem. Your teacher is asking you to change this equation to or interchange these two equations. Okay, 4 is equal to 2 plus 2 and 5 is equal to 2 plus 3. Your teacher needs this equation as the first equation. So what is your way of working in if you are using LaTeX? Yes, just obey the rules, which means that your teacher told you to interchange these two equations, right? So in LaTeX, you just need to cut this and place it here. Okay, that is the only requirement. So if you have done that, you can see that all your problems are solved, because if you process this, you can see that 5 is equal to 2 plus 3 has automatically named 1, and 4 is equal to 2 plus 2 is automatically named 2, and you have referred the equation number 1. But why there is no 1? Because this is the same problem that I mentioned before. When you write a label as equation 1 and when you refer it as equation number 1, both process takes place at the same time. Okay, so which means that LaTeX needs one more processing to identify the actual label of your equation. So if you process this once again, you can see that LaTeX can identify that. Okay, so this is what the meaning of a cross referencing. Now coming to the next section, so you have more than one equations. The case of more than one equations. So how to place more than one equations? So here comes the equation array command. Okay, so I'm going to place a command autocomplete. Okay, so equation array is used when you have more than one equations you need to put in a document. For example, let me type 5 is equal to say 3 plus 2, or so this is one equation, and I need to put one more equation. So in order to go to the next line, what is the command that to be used? Yes, it is double slash. We already learned that, and we have 6 is equal to say 2 plus 4. This is another equation, and let me put one more equation. So it is 6 is equal to say 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, right? Now if you process this sorry, you can see that the three equations are ready. Okay, it came in two different pages, so I'm going to make this in a new page, slash new page commands takes you to the everything to the next page. Okay. Now you can see that 3 equations are there. Now there are many problems that you can face in this situation. What are the problems? The first problem is that you may not be in need of equation numbering for every equations. You may not be in need of an equation number for each and every equation in this equation array. Okay, so that is the first problem. The second problem is that you may be in need of placing that equal sign in a single column. Okay, so that are the two problems that you face when you place an equation array. So let me solve that problems one by one. So what is the first problem? Yes, we need to avoid the equation numbering for this equation 6 is equal to 2 plus 4. We don't need an equation number here. So how to avoid that? You just need to tell the LaTeX that somewhere between this line, you just need to tell the LaTeX that no number is required. So how to tell that? Slash no number. If you put slash no number, LaTeX identifies that, and you can see that that equation number is good. Now the second problem is that if you need no equation number at all in this array of equations, that is, you don't need any equation number for all these 3 equations. Then I can say you that you need to put slash no number here and for each and every equation. But that is not easy, right? If you have say more than 10 equations and you need to put the slash no number and each and every equation is not a very good idea. So for that, what we use is that the starred version of an environment. So what is that? The starred version of an environment removes the numbering of that environment. Okay, so you can put equation array star and equation array star begin and end, and so that you can see that our problem is solved. So you can remove all equations at a time, all equation numbering at a time by placing a starred version of the corresponding environment. So you can see that you can use the starred version wherever you want. For example, you can see that you can put a star section star slash section star or slash begin equation star and so on. Okay, so wherever an environment is there, we call it as the begin end things as environments, and you can put a starred version of that. Now let us come to your third problem. What is the third problem? Yeah, the third problem is that you need to place all the equal signs in a single column. Okay, so you need the third equal sign here and not somewhere else. Now how to solve that? Yes, for that the option is that the equation array assumes that the equations are already in 3 columns. Okay, that is the LHS of for equation and the equal sign or the whatever the relation between and the RHS of your expression. Okay, so in order to move from one column to second column, you need to use another command, which is simple command, that is the AND is a corresponding command. So if you place a AND, then you can see that you are moving from one column to the next column. If you are placing the next AND symbol, it means that you are moving from the middle column to the RHS, the column on the right hand side. Okay. Similarly, you can place the AND symbols here and here. Okay. Now you have set up with the 3 column option of equation array, so that you can place all the equal symbols in a single column. So what you need to put an AND symbol to move from one column to the next column, and equation array assumes that your equation is entered in a 3 column format. Okay, so that you can, even if you remove these 6 symbols from the LHS of your equations. For example, here if I delete these 2 parts, if I remove these 2 parts, still since AND is there, it assumes that the 3 columns are available, and it is easy to identify the equation array in this way, and by placing and place the equal signs in the corresponding single column. Okay, now I'm going to place the next topics are the figures, tables, and citations and cross references. Okay, and one by one. So placing a table or figure. Tables. So here you need to tell the LaTeX that you are going to begin a table. So what is the command? Yes, / begin table. And after some time you need to end a table. Okay, so that is the first command. So there will be a begin table / begin table, and after some time there should be a / end table. Okay, so you are going to start the table environment. Then you need to tell the LaTeX that, and what are the contents of a table? A table contains a table and a caption and a labeling. Okay, so one by one. So let us bring a tabular arrangement, table arrangement. So for that, the command is that begin tabular and end tabular. Okay, so for everything I am going to place in a single step. I am going to use a table autocomplete option. Yes, so I have finished with all the commands. So I am going to remove these two commands so that I can explain later. So begin table, end table. Okay, and begin tabular means that a tabular arrangement is going to come. And what is this LCR? The LCR says that you have it assumes that there are 3 columns. Okay, the first one is L for left alignment. The second one is C for center alignment, and third one is R for right alignment. Okay, so it assumes that there are 3 columns. Now let us write the columns one by one. Now we already learned how to move from one column to this next column. How to use the switch from the columns? Yes, you can use the AND command. Okay, so let me write this. Okay, 1 and 2. Sorry, and 3. So it assumes that there are 3 columns, and you have completed your first line. Now if you need one more line, say 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, let us make it simple. Now if I run this, you can see that tabular arrangement is there. Okay, so it is okay, the position is somewhere. So I need to remove that new page option. So I need to place the tabular arrangement exactly after this section. That means I need to tell that the table should be here. How to tell that? So there is an optional command where I place this H. So before everything, let me explain. The table is a floating arrangement. Okay, a tabling is a floating environment. Sorry, table is a floating environment. So if you didn't mention where you need to put your table, that will be arranged automatically to the top or bottom of your page. Okay, so wherever you are typing or inserting your table, that will be automatically arranged to the top or bottom. So it is a floating environment. So in order to place exactly where you need to put your table, you need to use the H command. Okay, H option. So you should put that option, the optional argument inside the square brackets where I have put H. Okay, now if I run this, yes, our table is ready, but this is only a tabular arrangement. Okay, and what are the things we needed? We need horizontal and vertical lines. Okay, so how to put a vertical line? In order to put a vertical line, let us see the column arrangement. Here you can see that L, C, R are the different alignments. So in order to put a column a vertical line in between these two columns, I am going to put a vertical symbol there. So you can see it here. And in order to put another vertical line between the second and third column, I need to put another vertical line that is available in keyboard and one more vertical line. Okay. So if you place 3 vertical lines, yes, that is ready. Now you can place one more vertical line. Yeah. So your table arrangement is over. Now how to put horizontal vertical line? How to put horizontal vertical line? Yes. So for the first horizontal vertical line, you need to put slash h line. No, I mean horizontal line, not horizontal vertical line. Horizontal line, you need to put slash h line command. Okay. So if I place slash h line, yeah. So you place the slash h line before the first line. Okay. So the horizontal line comes the first line of your table. Now how to put a horizontal line after that? Yes, after that you can put slash h line after the double slash symbol, because you should put it as after the first sentence or first line. So after the double symbol slash, that you need to put slash h line. So if you place that, yeah, the second horizontal line is there. Now how to put a horizontal line after 1 2 3? In order to put a horizontal line after 1 2 3, you need to place double slash, because you need to go to the next line. You need to place the horizontal line as the next line, and for you can see the slash h line command takes you to, yeah. So this is the standard form of a table. Now I already removed something while writing the tabular arrangement or table arrangement. What was that? Yes, the other two items were, the first one is label. You are already familiar with the label. Okay. Now the other thing is caption. So I'm going to put this is a table or caption of the table, and let me put a table arrangement. Sorry, for example, table 1 2 3. Okay. TABOTT, or table of 1 2 3. Okay. Now if I run this, you can see that, yes, the table caption is here. And what is next? Yes, automatically there is a labeling also given. Now what is next? Yes, you need to, usually we put this table as a table as center element. How to put this table as a center element? You need to put this tabular arrangement in centralized form, not this caption. Okay. So this entire environment is to be put in center. So how to do that? For that, you put a command just before that environment. So here you need to put a command. Okay, here means you can put it in a different line, no problem, because this is a programming language. The blank lines doesn't matter, the blank lines only matters. So slash centering will take you that table to center aligned and with the caption. Okay, now I will place that figure environment in just one more 2 steps. Just 2-3 seconds needed to place a figure environment. Let me type a section name. Okay, section figures. How to put a figure? So you need to tell the LaTeX that begin figure and end figure. So what are the items that will be there? Yes, there will be a figure. Okay, this is the table. Anyway, let me explain. There will be a figure, and there will be a caption for that. Okay, and that figure we identify it as a graphics. Okay, so one by one the commands will be slash begin figure slash end figure. So I am quickly making that using the autocomplete option. So forget everything, just for seconds. Yes, slash begin figure and slash end figure. I already told you the first command is for the graphics command, that is slash include graphics, and the second command is for the caption, and third command is for the label of your document, right? Now let me prepare for a figure. Do I have a figure? Yes, I have the logo of my college, so I am copying it and I am going to place it okay. Yes, this is the folder where I have saved this RCE or document. So I am going to place that logo here in this folder. So what is the first step? Yes, you need to be prepared with your figure. That is, you need to place your figure in the folder where you have placed your document, LaTeX document. Now, what was the name of that figure? That was KKTM logo. Okay, so that is, I have copied that name. Now, yes, I have placed that name here in the place of file name. Now, let me put a caption. Okay, I will do later. Let me process that. Okay, there is an error. I forgot to mention. That is, this command is not assumed with the basic version of the LaTeX. So you have to mention that I have to inform the LaTeX that another command is used by, you need to place, sorry, by using a command slash use package. So what is this? LaTeX has a set of commands that is available with its basic form. And if you need to use an additional command that is available as a different package, you need to mention that using the slash use package command. So that is slash use package. Okay. Graphic X is the corresponding package. Okay. There are many other options. Hello. Okay. I have lost the command. Yes, I'm going to show you this in your PDF form. Yes, let me process this. Yes, this is the figure, but here you can see many other problems, because the first thing is that you placed your figure command here, and being it is a another floating environment, it came in the next figure, next page. And second thing is that the size of the document, the figure is just the same as the column width of your document. And the third thing is that you need to put the caption label, etc. other thing. So I'm going to put the things one by one. So let me put 0.25. So you need 1/4 of the column width for the as the figure size of your document. And the second thing, okay, let me process this. Yeah. So we place the figure command here, but it appeared here because this is a floating command. This is a floating command, a floating environment. So you need to say that you need here as you need your figure option here. Okay, so how to tell that? I already mentioned you need to place an optional command, optional argument h. So h will take you to the corresponding page, corresponding location where you have placed your figure. Yes, now the placement is okay. Now second thing is that you need to centralize this, and also size is also okay, because you have taken the 1/4 of the column width here. Now how to put the center command? Yes, it is slash centering. Now you are familiar with these commands. Now how to put a caption? Yes, the logo of my college. Okay, KKTM Government College, and let me put a logo label. Let me put a KKTM logo as a label. Okay. So I have completed everything that with the figure. So I have the appropriate size. You can even put 5 centimeter, 3 centimeter, etc. Size for your figure width as your figure width, and figure caption is there, and also labeling is also there. You can, I already told you, you can even put width is equal to say 5 centimeter and etc. Okay, but that is not recommended. I will tell you the reason later. Now, before the final step, let me introduce you the bibliography. Okay. Now, after that, I will be showing you how to convert this to an IEEE transaction, a journal in the IEEE transaction, or American Mathematical Society article, and so on. Okay. So I am going to place the final option, that is citations. Now, before citations, I have placed some text there. Before citation, I need to introduce you the bibliography of your document. So how to introduce the bibliography? Yes. Okay. So the bibliography is the command. So let me put it as slash begin the bibliography. So that is not available as a autocomplete option. So let me type it once again. Okay. Now I will explain you the terms later. So this is the command, or this is this set of commands to introduce the environment, the bibliography. So what is the bibliography is mean for? Yes, if you see a research article, you can see that at the end, or maybe somewhere else as a footnote, there will be in your document, there may be references from other articles related with your research or your document. Okay. So in order to refer that items, you need to mention those articles or those books in the bibliography, and you have to cite it in your document using the citation command. So for example, I want to mention that one of the bibliographical item that I want to mention is that the book from Leslie Lambert. So I already mentioned you that the LaTeX is from introduced by the person Leslie Lambert, and you can see his basic textbook available in the internet also. Okay, so I want to introduce you the first bibliographical item. So let me type slash bib item. So which means that it is the bibliographical item, and in curly bracket I want to put a key. Okay, what is the key? It is LAMP. Okay, then I want to put the name of the author and put a comma, or whatever be the way you want to put your bibliography, and maybe the name of the textbook is Introduction to LaTeX, and from this document, sorry, I don't remember the year, so sorry if it is wrong. So you have completed typing your publisher name also, maybe good to add. Okay. Yes. Now you have completed your first bibliographical item. So if you process this, what you can see is that, okay, yes, the a section called references has started. And this says that this is the first bibliography, and that is the book on Leslie Lambert, Introduction to LaTeX by Leslie Lambert, published by this publisher and in the year, like this. Okay. Similarly, you can use other introduce other bibliographical items using the, so you may mention the another key. Okay, so let me type it as key 2, and author name, article or book name. Okay, comma, year or page numbers, etc. are here. Okay, so there are 2 bibliographical items ready for you. Okay, now how to cite this? In order to cite the first book, I need to mention that, let me write this, all these are from the book. Okay, now I want to cite that first book, so let me write /CITE. Okay, so you are not going to refer, because if you are using cross referencing, you need to put /refer and /ref command. So when you cite another document, okay, maybe your own, anyway, another document, you need to use the /cite, which is /CITE. What is the key here? LAMP, right? So it is case sensitive, so you may need to place it correctly. And usually we put tilde as the space between between these two words, book and the reference or citation, whatever may be. Okay, now if I process this, so here you are not processing simultaneously. So I have mentioned that all these are from book 1. 1 means the first bibliographical item. Okay, so you can see that is the first book, Leslie Lambert. Now if you place this alphabetically, so there are many conditions on when you try to submit a research article. So they may be saying that you need to sort this after your document preparation, you need to sort this the alphabetical order of the name of authors. So you may need to put this as the first author, sorry, first bibliographical item, and this as the second. So what if you are using a word processing document, you need to change this to 2, right? But in LaTeX, you don't need to worry. You can run that, and you can see that it is still 1, because what is the reason? Yes, LaTeX cannot simultaneously arrange these 2 things. That is labeling a bibliographical item and citation of that. So you need to process your LaTeX for the second. Yes, now all these are from book 2. Okay, now suppose you want to refer the name and the year of that author. What do you have to do? Suppose you want to refer that all these are from the book Leslie Lambert 1956. How to do that? So for that, you can see that there is a optional argument option. That is, you can place a square bracket here, and let me copy paste this to save time. Leslie Lambert, comma 1956, like that. And here for the first one, I am going to put author and year. Okay. So what you have changed? You have inserted an optional argument here. Okay. Here also you have inserted an optional argument here. Okay. So you want to mention, you want to cite this paper as Leslie Lambert 1956. Now, if I process this, it is still 2. Okay. Processing it again. Yes. All these are from the book Leslie Lambert 1956. Okay. And from, you can continue that. And from, let me put this citation, second one. So how to put that? It is after a tilde, it is slash sites key 2. Why key 2? Because you want to refer this bibliographical item, okay, and key 2 is the corresponding citation code of that bibliographical item. If you process that, then you can see that, yeah, all these are from the book lesson about 1956 and from author and year. Okay, so this is how a cross referencing is made. Sorry, a citation is made. Now let me complete everything with one more command. That is, in the beginning, I want to type the title of your document, the name of the author, and so on. So let me type it as how to put a title slash title, the last minute of my presentation. Okay, the slash title and an introduction to LaTeX, and so this is the author name. So let me put this as the author name. Okay, okay, so can you see any of the title or author name here? No, because you didn't tell the LaTeX that you should make it title. So you should put one more command slash make title. Okay. Yes, so you can see that an introduction to LaTeX is the title of your documents, and this is the name of the author. And if you want to put an address, then that is also possible. And this is the date when this document is processed. If you want to change the date, then you can put slash date, say 1/8/2018. If you want to put it like that, then you can put an optional date for your command. And some people may be writing their address. For example, here I can write, say, KKTM, my college name. So I always give publicity to my college. Okay, as the next line, I want to put this is the place. See, what you can see is that this is the title, this is the author name, and this is the institute name, where I have replaced with this the date command. So if I want to keep that date command here and I still need my address, then you can put it is in a different you can edit this author option also. For example, here also you can insert the other options here. So if I put a double slash, you can see that you can move to the second line and change the appropriate orders. Okay, now the final thing, that the final command that I want to show you is that, so this is the LaTeX document that we have prepared so far, right? Now if you want to submit it to a journal, then you need to if you visit IEEE transaction or whatever be the journal, you can see that there will be a section for, there will be a page for the submitting authors or authors, and there you can see that a LaTeX package will be given for them. Okay, for example, if I take IEEE transaction, so let us go to this document once again. So I think all of you can see this document. I am going to change the article to in the form of IEEE transaction, and after the title, let us expect an abstract also. So how to put an abstract? Yes, you need to specify that this is the abstract. Okay, now you have an abstract also. And now before putting the IEEE transaction document class, let me show you have an abstract, different sections, different cross-referencing citation options and references. Now, I am going to change the entire layout of my document by just changing the document class. So I'm going to type, you may note down, IEEE TRAN. So this is case sensitive. So you have to place IEEE TRAN. And if you process this, you can see that, yes, the entire document is now in the standard form of IEEE. Okay. So you can see that 2 columns are there. And this is their standard heading style. This is the standard author style, author heading style. This is, see, a standard option is there, and abstract should be there in this form. And can you see the section numbers? That should be in capital Roman 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Okay, and so on. So this is in the standard form. Now, how to change this to an American Mathematical Society article form? Here you just need to change AMS art. Okay. Now you can see that in American Mathematical Society form, article form, there is usually a keyword is also expected. So it is slash, I don't remember the actual command, keywords. In curly brackets, let me tell this, these are related with the LaTeX and the RCE, etc. Okay. Now, let me show you. In order to put this as American Mathematical Society in the standard form of article from American Mathematical Society, you need to put it as AMSART. Okay. So if you put AMSART, okay. So you can see that this is the standard form of an article in American Mathematical Society prescribed by the document class AMSART. So here you can see that date etc should come here, okay, and that keyword etc should be there somewhere here, okay, and so on. So you can see that the style of the document is also has slightly changed. The proper width and height of the text are appropriately arranged, and the references has the not the citation number but the citation key is placed so that labeling is placed as the citation name, okay, and so on, right? Now this is just an introduction to how to write a research document in LaTeX. And if you want to make more mathematical terms, I will take you to one of the slide, which is, okay, yes. So this, you can see that I have only used this command. Okay, I have only used this command during this presentation, /int for integration. So if you want to place other mathematical expressions, you can see the corresponding symbols are available with this commands. See, whatever be the commands you need are available. You can see that all these commands are available in the basic textbook of Leslie Lambert, and there is a book by American Mathematical Society which contains thousands of symbols. So whatever be the symbol you have seen in your entire life is available in that American Mathematical Society, sorry, the AMS symbols book, and that is also available in the internet. And you can also put different math modes, accents using these types of commands. For example, when you want to put an accent like say when you write the name of the people, foreign authors, there are some symbols like this. So you can arrange those things using these types of commands. Okay, and there are okay, these are the commands. Different LaTeX environments are there, different formatting options are there, okay, and different font sizes are there. For example, if I just need to put everything in a big large font, I just need to put /LARGE, okay. There are different types of commands are available in your so from some particular step onwards, you can see that the command, the text size is large, okay. Anyway, let me check whether there are any questions.
Okay, thank you, sir. We will go ahead and take some time for questions now. Just a reminder, please be sure to type your questions into the question box in your Zoom control panel. And I would like to request you all to fill the feedback form that is available in the chat box, and it will be available only 30 minutes. So fill it fast, and it will be considered as your attendance sheet. We have one question from an anonymous attendee. And the question is that how can we write something in two line at left and right side of my inserted figure?
Okay. So I have to close this. Maybe. So here there are many options. The first thing is that I don't know whether it is a mathematical expression or not. Now, first thing or very easy thing is that you make a figure together with the corresponding sentences or whatever be with uh, within the figure itself. Okay. For example, if I want to only the first option that I'm saying, if I want to place something here, then you make it together with your figure, which means that you can use any of the figure editing softwares, and you can place you can type your document with whatever be the rotation you need here. And I didn't get whether it is horizontal or vertical. Anyway, whatever be the way, you can just place it like whatever be the way you need, and you can embed it. You can edit your figure itself with the corresponding requirements and place it. That is one option. Now, if I check for the uh, Leslie Lambert book, there is an option for, okay, I'll show you. There is a sideway figure option there. No, that book is Leslie Lambert. Yes. If you see the standard book of from Leslie Lambert, you can see that there is an option for sideway alignment. I don't remember the exact commands. That is why I'm searching for that. Yeah, maybe this one. Okay, this page is not searchable in that way. So you can actually see this way. You can use the rotate box command. Okay, so this is one of the command that is available. If you can use /rotate box command using the using the rotate box command, you can place your text whatever be the way you need after or before your figure, but you need to place everything as a single environment. Okay, everything you need to place in a single environment. For that, you need to know how to define a new environment. So if you Google search this textbook is not available, sorry, not searchable. So if you search yes, there is a new environment command. I will show you this. So this is the new environment command. Using this, you can define a new environment which includes both figures, captions, or whatever be the requirement you need. And then you can place appropriately using the mbox command I already mentioned, /rotate box command. Okay, that is another option. Maybe there may be direct packages there. So I'm not familiar with placing a document text before and after the figure. That is why I have searched for that. Okay, now I will if I have another answer, I will make it available, and you will be getting it while getting your certificate. I will be making it available for the organizers soon after. Okay, let me go to the second problem. How to write table of contents. The table of contents is very easy. The table of contents is not available with uh, an article form. For example, here we have used an article format, right? So this is an article. So let me start with the report. So if I start with the report, then you can see that you can have chapters, etc., and so on. So in a report, you cannot have a title, etc. So I'm going to remove those things from here. Okay. So I'm cutting that, and let me put a chapter also slash chapter. The first chapter. Okay. Now, how to put a table of contents? It is slash table of contents. Okay. So this is enough. So if you put a table of contents, you can see that if you process, then there will be a contents page where you have to type your. Okay, I may be misleading. You don't need to type. Your chapter name will be here. Your corresponding page number will be here. For that, you need to process it once more. Okay. So I will show you. Yes. So can you see this? With just a single, with this single command slash table of contents, you can place a table of contents. So there's a spelling mistake. How to, the first chapter. Okay. And if you go to the first chapter, you can see that the chapter name with the chapter number automatically came here with the section numbering, say 1.1, which says that this is the first section of the first chapter, right? And let us go to the equation numbering. See, the automatically it get arranged to the first equation numbering. Sorry, first equation in the first chapter, and this is the second equation first chapter, and so on. You can also make a table of not only table of contents, you can put a list of figures. For example, slash list of figures, and also list of tables slash list of tables. Okay, so if you process this, okay, you need to process it once again. Yes, this is the table of contents, and in the second page there is a list of figure. We can see that there is only one figure is available with the caption the logo of KKT Government College, and there is only one table at page number 5. Okay, so that is very much easy if you use the single set of comments. How to draw graphs related to graph theory portions? Yes, in LaTeX, if you want answer from LaTeX itself, there is a package called PStrix. Okay, so I will show you that. Okay. Just a second. Yes. Yes. This is another document I already prepared. So this, you can see that there is a PS tricks. Okay, PostScript tricks available in LaTeX. These are all different types of packages that are available. And if you process this using the LaTeX to PS to PDF form, which says that when you need a PostScript form, you need to make it using PStrix command. So first let me start with any PS picture starts with a already developed a grid. Okay, and after okay, let me show you. I think I already prepared one. Otherwise, I will show you the PST user documentation. Okay. Just a second. It may be possible to locate the vertices and edges like that. Okay. So I already told you that how to put a PS6 environment using this set of commands. So what are the commands? The command is that /begin picture and /end picture, PS picture. Okay. So this starts a PostScript picture, and then you have to use this small set of commands. For example, /cnode01 says that at 01 at this particular okay. Yes, at this 01. So 01 is here. Okay, 01 that puts a node. Okay, which is called a /c node, which is defined by the command /c node. So you can see that at 01, if you take an x-axis and y-axis with 0, 1, 2, 3, etc., you can see that this is placed at 01. Okay, and we can see that there is another node which is at 30. Okay, that is p node 30. So which means that is at 3 at x-axis and 0 at y-axis. That means here. Okay, and see there is an NC line. NC line means that you need to take that to capital A to capital B. I already mentioned that this is our capital A and this is our capital B, and there is a line from capital A to capital B means you can make a line from capital A to capital B. Okay, so this is how a vertex and edges can be drawn using the PS6 command. But the another simple option is that you just go to a software called YED. That is my favorite software while drawing graph theory. So I will show you, even though it is not related to LaTeX. Yes. See, right. So it is easy to add a vertex using a single click, and you can click and drag to the next node in order to make an image. Okay, so that much simple is making a graph theory. A graph in graph theory. Okay, so you can select all and change the text color, text font, etc. Whatever be the arrangement, you can click and drag, and you can make different types of edges, different types of arrow marks. Okay, so whatever be the types of node that you need, or whatever be the size you need, that etc. you can make. So YED is one of the software. So I may be giving a lecture on this YED maybe in next week for some other program. Okay, now let me go to any other questions that are available. Okay, if you need a section name 1.2.1, then what should be the command? Okay, this 1.2.1 clearly says that it is the first one in the second one of first one, right? Which means that one may be a chapter name, two may be a section name, and one may be the subsection name. So which means that you can use a subsection name. Right. 1 second here. How to close this? For example, if I place a subsection /subsection, okay, this is it. So let me run that. See 1.1.1, but you asked 1.2.1, maybe for the next one. If you place it after the second section, then that will be 1.1.1. Okay. Now, how can we place a matrix as an equation? Okay, for a matrix, I will be quickly writing a matrix just in some maybe as the first section. So how to make a matrix? If you use a package called AMS Math, it is very easy. American Mathematical Society. Okay, is for that is a full form of AMS. So let me put a begin B matrix and end B matrix. So let me type it as /begin B matrix and B matrix. So 1 and 2 and 3. Okay. Yes, the matrix is there. 1, 2, 3 is there. Since it is a mathematical expression, I need to put a dollar on the starting and ending. So and I need to put say A is equal to B matrix and 1, 2, 3. So can you see that A is equal to 1, 2, 3 is the matrix. If you need one more line, for example, alpha, beta, gamma, I forgot to tell you that a Greek letter can be introduced using a single by just knowing its spelling. Say /ALPHA and /BETA and /delta. Here I use capital D after and. Okay, /capital D for capital delta. So like that. So there's a double slash which takes you to the second line. And here you can see what is that? Yes, the matrix A is equal to 1, 2, 3, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, etc. Now, if you want this as an equation, you need to just place begin equation and equation before and after that. For example, here I'm not that much quick anyway. Begin equation and end equation is there. And here you have the required, whatever be the requirement, you place it in between begin and equation. Now, this is your final requirement. That is, you have placed a matrix in the equation 1.1. I think there is some spelling correction or something. Yes, since this is an equation, I don't need dollar symbol because an equation is entirely reserved for a mathematical expression. Okay, so I don't need a dollar symbol. If I already mentioned that this is an equation. Okay, so that was the error there. Now it's okay. I will show you once again. Yeah, so this is an equation. This is a matrix, and this is an equation number, and that includes alpha, beta, gamma, etc. Now, is there any question? There is how to draw graphs. I think I already answered the graph theory portion.
Yes, sir. A question from Nita Velayudan. Is there any option to convert research document written in Word format to convert into IEE transaction?
That question has two parts because already IEEE transaction invites or their research article using Word format also. That is what I mentioned in the starting. So you can see that you can submit both Microsoft Word and LaTeX form while submitting an article in IEEE. Okay, so you don't need to worry about a conversion at the first time. However, if you want to use LaTeX, the first thing is that you have to, other than the mathematical expression, you can copy paste everything to LaTeX and then only enter the corresponding mathematical expressions. Only change the corresponding mathematical expression included in the document. And the third thing is that one second. And the third thing is that there are many other softwares, but there are some of them are paid softwares. Okay, which converts your RTF to LaTeX. If you Google that, I have used that once some years ago. There are some, I don't remember the exact name. If you Google that RTF to LaTeX like that, or I will try to search that and give it to you later, so that you can convert your Word format to Word document to a LaTeX document, and then change its document class to IEEE transaction and so on. So in order to change a Word document to a LaTeX document, you either you need to completely copy paste other than the mathematical expression and then modifying your mathematical expression and so on, or you need to change usage software, which may not be a free software. Nowadays, you can convert only a few pages, 1, 2, 3, maybe at a single page at a time. So you need to use that software multiple times in order to change your Word document to LaTeX document per page if you are using a free version. Otherwise, there may be a paid version available in the internet. I don't remember the actual name. I will make it available later, where you can convert your entire Word document to a LaTeX document. But that conversion maybe may have some difficulty if your mathematical expressions are too complicated. So best way is to start typing from LaTeX document itself if you are not, if you have not completed like that.
Okay, sir.
Mm.
It looks like we have covered all our questions. Thank you, sir. On behalf of Universal Engineering College, I would like to express our profound gratitude to the presenter of our first day webinar series, Dr. Pravas K. Thank you very much for making the webinar with our participants a really successful one. We greatly appreciate the presentation you gave to us. It was nothing short of incredibly informative and interesting. Thank you, sir. And I also express our sincere gratitude to our principal, Dr. Jose K. Jacob. And I'm glad to express our sincere thanks to Applied Science Humanities HOD, Dr. K.K. Narayan, sir, for your great support and coordination. And I'm happy to express word of thanks to our staff members who have made this webinar a grand success. Once again, I would like to request you all to fill the feedback form that is available in the chat box, and it will be available only 30 minutes. So fill it fast and it will be considered as your attendance sheet. Once again, thank you everyone. We appreciate you being here. Now I would like to remind about tomorrow's webinar. We will have Dr. Mary Matilda PV on the topic life management equal to time management. Hope you will join the tomorrow. Thanks again for joining us for today's webinar. And we will see you next time. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.
So someone has requested my mail ID. No problem. Can I type it in the chat box? I have given in the chat box my mail ID. Okay. Now, is there anything? Can I mute my mic on video and exit?
Yes, sir, you can exit now. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yes. Thank you very much.